fractions are of the form a over b, okay, where a is the numerator and b is called the denominator. Fractions are mainly of three types. We have the proper fractions, we have the improper fractions, and we have the mixed fractions. When we talk about proper fractions, we mean fractions where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So examples of proper fraction, we have 2 over 3, we have 5 over 9, we have 4 over 7, okay? We also have the improper fraction. For improper fractions, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, so if you have something like 3 over 2, or have something like 9 over 5, you have something like 11 over 3, you have something like 20 over 7. All of these are called improper fractions, and the simple reason is that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, we have a third type of fraction that involves both a whole number and a proper fraction. These kind of fractions are called mixed fraction. Mixed fraction has a whole number part and a proper fraction. That is a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So example of mixed fraction, we have 1 whole number 1 over 2. We have 5 whole number 2 over 3. Okay, we have 1 whole number 7 over 10. These are called mixed fractions. So the three types of fractions are the proper fraction, the improper fraction, and the mixed fraction. Now, the basic arithmetic rules of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division apply to fractions. So you can add fractions, you can subtract, you can multiply, you can divide. Okay. Always remember the rule of Bodman's. Okay. So if you have both addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, then you have to apply Bodman's in solving fractions. Let's look at converting mixed fraction to improper fraction and improper fractions to mixed fraction. Changing mixed fractions to improper. Okay, so let's take a few examples. And in this example, we have 5 whole number 2 over 3. Okay, change to improper fraction. Okay, so if we want to change this to improper fraction, the thing we're to do here is use the denominator, multiply the whole number, and the answer we get, we add the numerator. 5 whole number 2 over 3 is the same thing as use the denominator 3, multiply the whole number. Okay, get your answer first before you add the numerator. Okay, and everything will still come with the denominator 3. So in this case, 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 all over 2. So we have 17 over 2. So we have succeeded in converting this to improper fraction. Okay, so let's take another example. So the example we have there, let's say change 1 whole number 7 over 10 to improper fraction. Improper. So to do that, just like we mentioned, we have 1 whole number 7 over 10. Use the denominator, multiply the whole number. This is 1, multiply, and then the answer you get, use it to add to the numerator. So in this case, we're going to have 10 times 1. And like I said, get your answer first before you add the numerator, which is 7. Everything will still have a denominator of 10. Alright, so 10 times 1 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 17, and then we'll have 17 over 10. Okay, so this is basically how we can change mixed fractions to improper fraction. Okay, I'll take one final example. In this example, change 2.5, 2 whole number 1 over 2 to improper fraction. So in this case, as usual, we have 2 whole number 1 over 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is use the denominator, multiply the whole number, that is 2 times 2. The answer we get, add the numerator plus 1. Everything will still have the denominator. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 all over 2. Always remember to multiply, get your answer before you add. So we have 5 over 2. Okay, so this is how we can change mixed fractions to improper fractions. Next, we're going to look at how to changing improper to mixed fraction. Let's take some of the answers we got and change back to mixed fractions. So let's begin with the last one. So example, change 5 over 2 to mixed fraction. Okay, so what we need to do is divide 5 by 2. All right, so how many 2's do we have in 5? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. So because 2 times 2 is 4 and 2 times 3 is 6, we can't use it because this is already bigger than 5, so we need this. So it means that 5 divided by 2 is 2. But 2 times 2 did not give us 5, it gave us 4, which means there is a remainder. If we subtract this 4 from 5, we have 1. So if 5 is divided by 2, we get 2, remainder 1. So the remainder is your whole number all over 2. Okay, so you divide, the answer to the division is your whole number and the remainder is your numerator, and then you still maintain your denominator. All right, so let's take the other ones. Example, change to mixed fractions. I'll just take a few examples at once. Change to mixed fraction. Remember we have 17 over 10. Okay, B, let's do 13 over 3. C, let's do 5 over 4. So okay, let's take the first one. Okay, so solution for A, we have 17 over 10. So how many 10s can we have in 17? Okay, we know that 10 times 1 is 10, but 10 times 2 now give us 20, which is bigger than 17, so we don't need this, which means if 17 is divided by 10, we have 1, it can't be up to 2. Okay, but 10 times 1 is not 17. 10 times 1 is 10, but what we needed was 17. So the 10 we have, subtracting was 17, we have a remainder of 7. So if 10 people share 17 things, they will get 1, and there will be a remainder of 7. So that 7 is a numerator over 10. So B, we have 13 over 3. 3 times what will give us 13, or yeah, we have 3 times 4 giving us 12. Okay, and then 3 times 5 gives us 50. Once we get a number bigger. Okay, so what you need to understand is most times a number cannot divide another number exactly. Okay, that's why we're having this. We need to get a number that will divide 13 exactly. We need 3 to divide 13 exactly, but unfortunately 3 cannot divide 13 exactly. That's why we can't get exactly 13. We are getting a number either smaller than 13 or bigger than 13. But we will not use a number that is bigger than 13. Rather, we'll use that number that is the closest small number to 13 before we get a number that is bigger than 13. So since 3 times 4 gives us 12, it means that if 13 is divided by 3, we get 4. But like I always say, 3 times 4 was supposed to give us 13, which did not give us 13, rather it gave us 12. So it means that there's going to be a remainder. 13 minus 12 is 1. So if 13 is divided by 3, we have 4, which gives us 12, and there will be a remainder of 1 all over 3. For C, 5 over 4. If 5 is divided by 4, we'll have 1 if you follow the procedure, and 1 will also be remaining. And then all over the denominator is 4. Alright, so this is how we can change improper fractions to mixed fractions. So we have learned how to change mixed to improper and improper to mixed.